Tony and Mykelti are reacting to season 18 over on their Patreon, and this is what I have been waiting for. The adult kids reacting to the current state of the family. TLC is missing out on an opportunity to do a pillow talk style show for sister wives. I think viewers would for sure watch. Tony and Mykelti had some surprising answers to subscriber questions, and Mykelti made some shocking revelations. We have a lot to talk about. Let's get into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be voiceover commentary. I have had a hectic day, so this was a tad bit easier. I have another video I was working on, but I am bumping that to tomorrow so I can discuss Tony and Mykelti's reaction to season 18, episode 1 in this video. But real quick, I made a reimagined intro, if you will, and if you have not seen it posted on my socials yet, here it is.
Kody used to like my turkey until he had robins.
You scared me. Sorry, I heard your voice. I'm not married to him anymore. It's so freaking awesome.
Kody's gonna do what Kody's gonna do.
Well, I should just be the devil I think I am now.
In my humble opinion, this is the intro that we deserved. I will be using this to open my Monday night lives going forward. All right, back to Mykelti and Tony's reaction. And just a disclaimer, this is content behind a paywall, so I'm not going to be playing any clips. You all know I like to support these kids finally getting the opportunity to make their own money off of their childhoods being filmed for reality TV. So just a friendly ad, Gwen and Mykelti are both active on social media reacting to the show. I will be linking both of their Patreons and Gwen's YouTube channel in the description of this video. I highly recommend checking those out. So Mykelti starts off this reaction video by revealing that she was 14 when the series started filming and now she is 27. That is interesting because it was right around this time when the show started filming that Mykelti was acting as live-in childcare for Robin. Solomon Brown will be 13 next month, and in no universe would Robin consider Saul close to being ready to be a child care provider himself. Mykelti is the one child of Kody Brown not living in the McMansion that still purports to have a good relationship with him. She and Tony have caught a certain amount of backlash because they do claim to have both a good relationship with her father and Robin. With how nasty Kody talks about Christine and to Christine, it just has been confusing for viewers how Mykelti could remain relatively neutral. Mykelti has always made it clear that she keeps those relationships separate and she doesn't talk about her other family relationships with the others. And it seems like all the parents respect that, and honestly, good for everyone involved if that is in fact the case. Mykelti says in this most recent live stream that her dad has been a really active grandfather, and she and Tony have the attitude of the more grandparents the merrier for their kids, and I really can't argue with that. Tony and Mykelti will watch the episode while adding their commentary, and then they usually answer some questions from their live chat during the commercial breaks. I have been very much looking forward to seeing what they have to say about this new season. Something that Mykelti reveals is that she was actually there at the B&B witnessing the aftermath of this fight between Kody and Janelle's boys. And she says that Kody didn't call Savannah to wish her a Merry Christmas. What has Savannah ever done to you, Kody? That is punitive and vindictive and gross. This led someone to say, I wish Savannah and Truly had a good dad figure in their lives. And Tony jumps right in and says, Truly does. And Mykelti goes, David. Wow. Mykelti goes on to say that Savannah and Maddie are really, really close and that Caleb has stepped into that role. We saw during season 17, both Christine and Janelle commented how awesome it was for Isabel to go stay with Maddie and Caleb so she could witness what a functional marriage looked like. And I believe Savannah is actually currently, or was at one point, living with Maddie and Caleb. I think that is why she was not at Gwen's wedding, if I recall correctly, because she was in North Carolina. Mykelti is Kody's most vocal cheerleader out of all of his kids, and she doesn't say anything about him being a father figure to her younger sisters. In fact, she very quickly points out the father figures that have stepped up in Truly and Savannah's lives, and good for you, Mykelti, for not making excuses for your dad in this instance. This is an utter failure on his part, and he can shoulder that burden on his own. For his part, Tony adds that he has noticed that the spouses of the kids that have gotten married have all taken on that kind of role to some extent in the family. So Caleb, Mitch, and Tony have all stepped up where Kody has fallen short. The next super interesting moment was when Mykelti and Tony answered a question about Mary. Someone asked, do either of you ever feel bad for Mary? I know you have personal experiences, and I'm not asking you to share why or why not, just curious. Tony says, my answer is I don't. And Mykelti said, I do. I feel bad for Mary. I don't feel bad enough to offer forgiveness, but I do feel bad enough that I want her to be happy and have a good life. I found that very interesting. I think a lot can be inferred there. And finally, the last thing that really stuck out to me was Mykelti had this to say about Kody at the very end of their live stream. Quote, the dad that I was raised with, my dad, is a very different dad than the one that a lot of my siblings have. One of the reasons why I have such a good relationship with him is because my dad is not their dad. He is a lot different, more honest, more open, more good to me, and that is one of the reasons why we have such a good relationship. I hate that his relationship with a lot of his other kids suck. It's terrible. I do not like the dad that he is to a lot of them, but I can acknowledge that every relationship is a two-way street. And with that, you guys will have to let me know your thoughts. Again, I am so glad that there are adult children in the Brown family that are willing to offer their commentary, because it adds so much context to what we are seeing. We are getting more clarification around the holidays 2021, like Kody punishing Savannah for absolutely no reason at all. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you check out my second channel, Sarah Spills. A link for that will be down in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, and Twitter at realiteasquad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.